Yo, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Let some people file in. Sorry if there's any audio issues. I am moving down this highway, and like always, this highway is fucked up in one way or another. And right now, it's fucked up because I don't know what the fuck they trying to do. They've been trying to do something with this motherfucker for decades. But good morning to everybody in the building. Another episode of Coffee and Smoke Ride. Um, yeah. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Another episode of Coffee and Smoke Ride. We're going to get into this. We're going to get into a little topic this morning. Again, try to keep the audio issues down as best as I can. Once I get up here near this road, it might be a little shaky in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? In my little work beater car, you know what I'm saying? It You know what I mean? We ain't got the Primo Bentley. You know what I mean? The Primo Benzo, the Primo BMW, the Elroy BMW. You know what I'm saying? We in the Volkswagen. Good morning to everybody. Salute to y'all in the building. Excuse me. While I choke on this kosher kush. I'm on that Jew pack this morning. You know what I'm saying? I'm on that Jewish pack this morning. Kosher kush. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get serious here in a minute. Just want to get through some household stuff. I appreciate everybody that continues to support and listen to your boy Globe. Again, I am inconsistently inconsistent. And yeah, man. I know I'm just going to always pop up and be here for y'all. We got a trip cooking up for November. Don't know if it's going to get cooked all the way and it's going to get done. But that's what we got set up so far. And then the next real outlook is going to be January to Thailand. Anybody looking to go to Thailand and kind of don't want to go by themselves. And, I know a lot of people always like to travel when I travel. We tend to get a bunch of people on certain destinations. I know this is a far shot, but, Thailand is big right now. I know a lot of people are going to, get tempted to go to Thailand after these next couple weeks. You got a lot of creators in Thailand. I know, NYC was out there for damn near a half a decade. And then you got just a multitude of creators out there right now, from International Zoe to Homies Hub, Keys, Pop, K9. My guy Ben Vlogs is out there. I need to jump on one of his panels. I actually think he might be live right now. But you're gonna have a good subset of people out there, so it's gonna tempt you to want to go. And if you're looking for another one, listen, man, buy yourself a good Christmas gift this year. Work hard during the holidays. Make sure your family has a great holiday. Make sure your family, your kids, if you got kids, get everything they want for Christmas. And then, book yourself a plane ticket to Thailand for January. I'm going to be out there from the middle of January till the first week of February. It looks like that's the way it's going to shake up. I'm out there about 17 days, 18 days. I want to extend it to, my trip is going to be, not extended, my trip is going to be a total of like 20 some days, but I'm going to do like 3 or 4 days in another part of Thailand, or I'm going to do it in Bangkok and get some shopping and shit done. So I'm going to be in Pattaya. When I say Thailand, I'm meaning Pattaya. I gotta stop saying Thailand. I'm gonna be in Pattaya for about 17 days full, and then I'm gonna shift over to Bangkok and go shopping for a while. So anybody looking to go on a trip in January, Wild Boys Globe Edition, I'll be out in Thailand, and I already got a couple people that are on the fence. I know it's a hard job talking to my boy about it. We went through the whole gambit yesterday. I was, walking him through everything that he needs to know about Thailand. So, for sure. But that's how everything looks right now, y'all. As y'all know, if you follow your boy Globe, I don't travel during the holidays. You know, not right now. When the kids get older, maybe we'll be able to travel during the holidays, but we don't. We tend to not travel during the holidays. That's because that's money that could be pushed towards, making sure that Christmas is going to be good and the holidays are good. But we're looking for a trip maybe before Thanksgiving. We might sneak in a weekend. I don't count weekend trips, so I don't count those as going up against the books. Um, well, now that we got that out of the way, good morning to the people in the building rocking with me. Now that we got that out of the way, and to anybody that's going to listen to this, to the 20 or 30 people that are going to listen to this, on the opposite end of this live stream that I'm doing, I want to talk about something that was privy to me yesterday, and I'm not shocked by it, but I just wanted to bring less notice to the situation, and more notice to how the travel space, the people in this travel space, the black men in this travel space, the fathers in this travel space with daughters. Listen, man, say what you want about what we do. I'm the most out front person. I got over 400 people in my facility. You know what I mean? Over 400, and 400 of them that are underneath of me, at least. You know what I mean? Maybe not all 400 are my direct employees, but to me, I feel like they're all my employees. I probably got about 75 or so, 80 that are direct reports. But I'm so out in front, like people, I'm so out front with my lifestyle that like people would want to be like, oh man, you know, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't travel around the world and party and blah, 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 and fuck with girls and do all this. But I'm so out front that it's like, oh yeah, I'll go over there. I'll be in all them different countries, man. You should, people will recommend people to me like, oh, you should talk to Al. He'll fucking take you overseas, man. You just got divorced. You need to go hang out with Al, man. He be in Thailand. He be in DR. He be all over the world, man. He be with some beautiful, like, I'm so out front with it that, because I don't see anything wrong with the lifestyle. I don't see anything wrong with the lifestyle. You know what I mean? I'm 20 years with one person. I divbled and dabbled a little bit. You know what I mean? I divbled and dabbled. I was fucking around in the streets. I was hustling. I was getting, legal money at one point phase. So I've always been around money. So I've always been around situations where I've been good. But for 20 years, I was basically with one person, and with my family, and just trying to build that family lifestyle. And it didn't work. It didn't work. COVID reared its red head, reared its fucking, showed all the demons. I can't come up with the word, but it showed all the demons. So anyway, I'm trying to speed through this to get to what I'm trying to make is. So, I started traveling and doing me. And I don't see nothing wrong with doing me. I don't hurt anybody. I try my best not to disrespect anybody. I try not to be a hypocrite. I try not to put off a bad image for Americans, and then truly for black American men. I try to always present a good image that, we are good people, that we are good, there are a lot of us that are hustlers, are grinders, are fucking, always about that bag. So I notice this lifestyle gets a stigmatism by itself in whole, but I don't see anything wrong with it. You know what I mean? As a single man, successful single man, I feel like you should be able to do what you want, when you want, and how you want it, man. And you can't put you can't put a demonization on it, like, oh, well, you buy pussy, you spend money with prostitutes, like, so it's my lifestyle. So what the fuck I want to do? Am I hurting you? Am I hurting anybody else? No, I'm not breaking any laws either, because the places that I go to, as long as you're not messing with no one under the age of 18, you ain't breaking no laws. So as long as you're not fucking, you know, I don't participate in illicit fucking drugs, so you know, and I take medicine, so to me that's medicine. What I be on, so that shit helped me with PTSD and post traumatic. I got post traumatic stress disorder, and I got fucking all kind of shit. So I don't see anything wrong with the lifestyle as long as you doing it the right way and putting off a good image. But what I witnessed, you know, last night, someone sent it to me yesterday, and I truly did not get to see it live, get to see it happening, or get to know that it happened. I did know that Smoke did a live yesterday, and I was trying to figure out what his thumbnail was about. I'm like, what the fuck is Smoke talking about? What happens? I figured it was some, I don't know, nigga hungry, needs some KFC money, or nigga, I don't know, nigga, something happened. I figured it was something that was conjured up or something that happened. And I tuned in, and when I tuned in, they weren't even talking about that. They were talking about Bando and Super's fight, because I was watching that in the office. I was in the office dying laughing, listening to them niggas go back and forth. So I didn't know. I really didn't know what happened. I went back to work, and I had a couple meetings. So I said, I never got to go back to Smoke's Live. I went back to it later yesterday after I was sent the video last night, and I caught up, and listened to a little bit about what they was talking about it. And then I went to TMZ's live, and I was watching it. But somebody sent it to me, so I saw it, but I didn't know it happened in real time. And I had to put headphones on. I had to put headphones on to listen to it in my own house with nobody there, with no. And I don't want to joke too much on this one, but there was nobody in the house. You know what I mean? But my walls are so paper thin, I can hear my neighbors next door, and I don't want the niggas think like, oh, that nigga over there, that nigga over there watching porn. That nigga lonely. That nigga lonely. That nigga watching an aggressive, hardcore scene. And like I said, as I listened to it, I had to put headphones on. I had to turn the volume down, and I was disgusted. I had never heard someone be raped live. That was as close to a live graping that you could ever get to, unless we, we were bamboozled, and it was some other form or fashion of 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 I don't know what, but I'm not even gonna use the word disgusting, because everything the nigga has done is disgusting, right? I'm not even gonna use the word I'm surprised. I'm not surprised, because I am this time. Like if you ever seen that kid that always get away with shit, and they just keep going further and further and further to see how much more and more and more they could get away with before people truly hold them accountable for the low life, disgusting human being that they are. I saw this shit a long time ago, and people destroyed me for it. I seen the writing on the wall. I said, nah, this is not a type of person that I would even allow in my vicinity. This is a type of nigga that we kick off the block. Like, this nigga has got, fiend tendencies. We kick this nigga off the block. Like nigga, you're not allowed to be around here. Like, nigga, we fuck with you for a little bit, make you do some dances. You know what I mean? That's the type of nigga we make, do some shit. Like, that's the type of nigga that we chilling on the corner, and we make this nigga do some shit. You know what I mean? We uptown making this nigga do shit. You know what I'm saying? We giving this nigga the fucking hot Dorito and shit. We fucking making this nigga climb the telephone pole and shit. See how high up the telephone pole. But this is shit we used to do. And we used to make niggas climb the telephone pole and hook up the cable. But this the type of nigga that, you know, wash your car on Saturday. You know what I'm saying? It's the type of nigga that, you know, you know, nigga come through with a TV, flat screen, 60-inch for $100 back in the day when this shit was 1,000. You know what I'm saying? It's the type of nigga you send through the window. So I saw that shit a long time ago is what I'm saying. But what I witnessed, and I'm gonna get to the comments in a second. I see y'all in here. Good morning, man. I'm in bumper to bumper traffic, so I can't really look down. But I'm gonna keep ranting. But I seen these tendencies in them early on is what I'm saying. So I got away. And you know, shit kept happening. It's just been progressively progressing. You know what I'm saying? Always some crazy shit, but nothing like, you know, some shit where the niggas, funny shit, nigga stuck in CTG or nigga running through the streets acting like a fool, nigga high on fucking line off a dipper. You know what I mean? Nigga smoking black bags and shit. My roommate used to hustle black bags. So I I know when a nigga be dusted. I know when a nigga be smoking that dust. I listen, I know a nigga be dusted. You can't hide from me. I can see it. I can see when the nigga eyes roll back. That's that good dust. Well, out Midwest, boy, out Chicago, they got that good dust out there, boy. Your eyes be rolling back in their hand and shit. So I just knew that, you know, okay, you know, always some crazy shit would happen, but then the shit happened with niggas obviously saw the nigga beat the bitch online. Nobody says anything. Everybody reports it, but nobody, you know, nobody truly says anything. Nobody truly, you know, tries to hold a nigga accountable, and because it's entertaining, you know. Some niggas, and I was hurt when I seen some niggas making excuses for a nigga. I was like, damn, bro. I mean, I get the whole support and shit, but damn, like, I mean, I guess that's how niggas was raised. I guess niggas was raised to accept seeing a female get beat. Like, I see, we wouldn't allow that. We wouldn't allow that. We would dispel, you know, we would dispel that type of energy from around us. Situations happen, relationships, you know what I mean? Shit get out of hand. That's explainable. But certain things aren't explainable. You know what I'm saying? Certain things aren't explainable. You know, I left when there was any accusations about minors. Nigga, you can't be around me and have, it can't be in your character for any nigga to even think. A nigga can lie on me about a million things. Like, yeah, that nigga Al, this Al, that, this nigga A, this A, that. But a nigga could never put my name and some minor shit in the same, no, they couldn't even think about it. So the fact that a nigga could even put you in that conversation, that was when I was like, yeah, I can't be around you. You can't be in my camp. You can't be a nigga. You can't call on me. I'd rather be your enemy. Fuck the whatever clout or niggas think, man. I don't give a fuck about that shit. You can't be around me under those circumstances. I don't care if it's true or if it's not. I'm telling you, I don't fuck with it. I don't care if a nigga fabricated it. It caught enough steam, nigga. You done. You out. You out. You know what I'm saying? I got, you know what I mean? I told you, man, I'm 50% Italian. It don't fly. You can't explain it. It's not explainable. There's no, you don't get a seat at the table to explain yourself from certain accusations, certain situations. All right? But niggas made excuses for that video. I seen it. I heard it. Niggas even chastised niggas for talking about niggas. And then I seen niggas make sense of it. Like, man, the nigga, they talking about the nigga all across all platforms. And I'm like, you niggas is that desperate for validation that you willing to allow people to put shame on your character? You want shame on your character that you beat females, that you rape females? That's the level of clout that you niggas is willing to accept? Who raised you niggas? Who raised you? What alleyways, what parks, what fucking, what smoke rides, what fucking, house parties, what fucking, back stoops, front stoops, hallways, what areas did you niggas grow up in? And how do y'all other niggas accept this shit? So I get it. Niggas gave a nigga another hall pass for beating the bitch, right? So I said, okay, niggas is willing to allow a nigga to go as far as he wants. I said, I said, damn, that's far. Beat a bitch on, you know, beat a bitch live overseas. Like, okay, I mean, bitch just trying to earn her bread and shit. Like, you can't fault these girls for being in the underworld. Listen, they trying to get their money. They hustling. They hustling. They deserve some respect too, just because they out here, they hustling, they getting to it. You don't know their circumstances of why they trying to get this money. You know what I'm saying? I've met many of them that, nigga, they wouldn't even think twice about looking in niggas' ways if they wasn't in their circumstances. Some of you niggas just not man enough to accept that. I mean, I know bitches that was nurses, you know, teachers, accountants, motherfucking. Bitch, I met a bitch, she was a horse jockey. Bitch rode horses in the equivalent of the fucking Kentucky Derby in Venezuela. Showing me pictures of a big horse racing event. She could ride a horse too. she could definitely ride a horse. For real though. But these bitches wouldn't even look niggas' ways if their circumstances wasn't set up the way they were set up. I'm just being real right now. So I figured, alright, niggas gave niggas a pass. Okay. Some niggas kind of waking up because you could definitely see niggas is definitely turned off a little bit. But you can see over time niggas is going to be right back. So I'm like, okay, it is what it is. Like, let them niggas do them. I don't give a fuck. Niggas don't give a fuck. I got that type of attitude most of the time. I be like, shit, if you don't give a fuck, I don't give a fuck. I was going to keep going my way. Like, fuck it. Let y'all niggas do y'all. You know what I mean? But at some point, it's got to some point, it's got to be held accountable. At some point, niggas got to come together and be like, nah, bro, you can't be associated. I can't say I love the travel space and this nigga be one of the faces on the billboard. Hey, say it how you like it or like it how you say it. The nigga is one of the faces on the billboard. Now, whether the nigga is the billboard headliner or not, it's debatable. You know what I'm saying? It's debatable. But I'm telling you, the nigga's on the billboard. I'm man enough to say it. The nigga's on the billboard. This the nigga y'all want on the billboard? This the nigga. Watch that video. If you can make an excuse for this nigga for this last one, I want you to go live and play that motherfucking video in front of all your female family members. Right? Play it if you got girls, play it in front of your daughters. Right? Right? Because you accept it. So you will accept that. You will accept a nigga doing that to your daughters. Right? And again, circumstances are circumstances, right? It's your job to raise your joints to say, hey, listen, don't get involved in that lifestyle. Don't be out in these streets being fast. Find yourself somebody good that you can, have fun, enjoy yourself. Listen, be you, have fun, enjoy yourself, but don't be out in the world being fast. You know what I mean? Find you someone or something that, is sustainable, and just don't be out here, just, you know, listen, your gift is precious. You know what I mean? This is what I say to my girls. Your gift is precious, and it's your ability to give it away. Nobody can take it from you. And if anybody tries to take it from you, that's me and your brother's job to take their life away, right? So, listen, you make life. You know what I mean? So if you choose to just give it away and give it away, that's your prerogative. I'm not gonna judge you, right? But I'm gonna tell you to find someone special and and try to, cherish your gift that you were given, right? Because you're given the gift of life. You can give life, right? So I would say that. But the lifestyle is the lifestyle people choose, or circumstances force them to do what they do, right? And some people are look at things differently, right? But if you're willing to accept that, you're willing to accept your girls to be treated like that. You know what I'm saying? You willing to accept a female family member of yours to be treated like that. You willing to allow your boys to do that, while you out. You know what I'm saying? Like, while y'all out, you would go out with a nigga that has proven it. Listen, track records are track records, right? You see a nigga's, past, right? And you say, listen, nigga said he was in a wrong situation at the wrong time, right? The books say that. But listen, you got hit with it. You know what I mean? But you changed your life. These is my words to a nigga like this. This is my own physical words on the phone with a nigga. With the nigga. When I was on the phone with the nigga, niggas used to call me every day. Every day. You know what I mean? I really gave a nigga the floor. Like, all right, see what this nigga about. I know his record. I know his track record. But listen, I read it just like everybody else did. You know? But then when a nigga start to show you, like, you read it, but you might didn't see it. So let me show you real quick. And I was like, oh, nah, fam, nah, I don't want to be around that. But you niggas accept this shit. I I can't accept this, man, and I don't know how you niggas could want to call yourselves a part. Like, I get it. There's trolls. There's niggas that don't travel. I'm speaking to the niggas that travel, right? I'm speaking to the niggas that that really enjoy this space, that fuck with the niggas that deliver content for this space. You know what I mean? That try to stay out of the drama. Sometimes the drama finds you, but that really just tries to be a nigga that, if you see me overseas, man, you could come up to me. You could have a beer with me. We can have a quick conversation. We can have a quick what's up. You know what I mean? It ain't nothing, man. It's all love. You know what I mean? With me, it's always all love. You know what I'm saying? I'm a nigga that you can go on a trip with me. You can book your trip around our trips. We'll let you come on the trips with us. We'll meet you. You know what I mean? We'll let you integrate with us. You know what I mean? We got shit we're setting up for the future, because most of us are around the same age, and we thinking about our future. We thinking about, all right, when we all 50, 60. You know what I mean? For the most part, the OGs that we got around us that are already in that age range, they showing us like, all right, set this up. So we setting shit up. We got the Memorial Day weekend that we carved out now, that's the weekend that majority of us are going to get together every year. You know what I mean? So, like, we setting shit up. So, like, we don't want no stigmatism around us that niggas accept this type of shit. Because we don't. And that shit was this. Like, I can't even use the word disgusting because I've used that in other situations already. I said the last shit was disgusting. I said that was disgusting, man. To be beaten on, like, that woman looked at like somebody's aunt. You know what I mean? Like, she looked like auntie. And you witnessed that nigga beating on her and disrespecting her. For what? Because she didn't want to be filmed fucking on the fucking video? Like, that's weird, bro. Y'all niggas is weird, bro. Like, y'all dudes are weird to accept that shit. Like, I don't understand it. The clout can't be that valuable, bro. The clout can't be that valuable that you niggas is willing to accept weird shit like this. Or I must be weird. I got it. It's gotta be me. It's gotta be me. Let me get to a couple of these comments real quick. Smoke something. What's your favorite smoke to start the day song? Broken Berlin. What up, man? What up? What up? What up? He said, "What's your favorite smoke start the day song?" That's a good question, bro. To start the day, I would have to say I like to start the day off with Sade, man. I'm a huge. If I could go back in time, and I've already said I don't care how much it costs and where I gotta go. If Sade performs again, and I have it on alerts, and I check it all the time. If Sade fucking performs in a reasonable place she's performed a couple times, but they were like, private events or close knit events. If she ever do like a big open public event, even though she's older, I'm still gonna go see her. But I like the Sade, man. Let's start off with a little bit of Ordinary Love, The Kiss of Life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's how I like to start my day off, with smoking. That sets a good mood, puts you in a good track record. Jay Harlem, what up? Salute to everybody hearing me rant about this. Broken Berlin, Jay Harlem. But it disgusted me, man. Again, I don't want to use that word. I don't want to use that word. I don't know what word to use, but I'm gonna pay attention to all y'all. I already know the ones that already are gonna, continue. But any nigga after this one continue, I'm not gonna say I'm not fucking with you. I'm not fucking with you. I would stay super far away from any nigga that accepts that, because I would not be able to trust the character in any way, shape, form, or fashion. And I would not. And if I hung out with a nigga before that accepts this now, shit, shit, man, I don't know why I gotta check my radar. We gotta service the radar, because we miss that. We miss those flaws in you, because I already didn't fuck with the nigga. Everybody know how I felt, but I never been the type of nigga that be like, oh, I don't fuck with you, and you fuck with him, so I'm not gonna fuck with you. Unless it's severe, unless it's like war. If it's wartime, it's wartime. But if it's just a personal situation between me and this person, then you ain't got nothing to worry about. You ain't got nothing to worry about. Me and your relationship is safe. But if it's something like this, where a character flaw is truly been shown, and it's a nasty character flaw. It's a character flaw that we was raised not to accept. I was already gonna challenge niggas about how they felt about a nigga actions against an African woman, not African American woman, but any woman in general. But come on, man. When you go home to the home, man, we supposed to be showing them like, listen, man, like we truly do, appreciate the ability to come back home and you know come back to our roots where our country, you know 'cause, that's technically our country. Even though we're Americans and we were born on American soil, and I'm a fucking American, and ain't nobody gonna ever tell me different. If you break it down to its core, we our ancestors come from that country. You know what I mean? So it's like you get an opportunity to go back, and this is what you put forth. This is the energy you want to put forth, beating bitches, and because they won't, for what? Oh, the bitch lied to me. Like, you crazy, bro. You need help. You sick. And then this is like, you know, this don't need no explanation. You know, this is gonna show how you were raised and who raised you. And if you accept this and you make any excuse for this, we don't need no. I don't need a conversation. You ain't got to tell me nothing. Who the fuck am I? But I tell you this, you don't need to wonder why I don't fuck with you. And it don't got to be no beef, or it can be beef. It could be whatever slice you want it to be. But I'm telling niggas, damn, my good Bath and Body Works lotion is almost out. And all the girls are gone, so I can't steal it. So I'm going to have to, I go up in there like I'm buying, I use that Bath and Body Works, man. That's a key to your kit that you need, man. Anybody ever wonders, like, man, how the fuck does he do that? Bath and Body Works, Visine, Febreze, Black and Mild. It's the key. It's the way. It is the way of the. It is the way of the people. Alright. Oh. So I know niggas is gonna make excuses though. I know it. I already know it. But guess what? This one is in the books. This one's Crawford versus Canelo. This one's unanimous. You can't make an excuse for this. And if you do, it's a character flaw. You know what I mean? I'm disappointed in some of the people that refused to speak on it. You know, Ray's didn't speak on it. Ray's did a live on Rello every day for 2 weeks straight. Every day. And somebody brought it up to him. And he said, oh no, I can't talk about that. I can't play that over here. And it's like, ah. I mean, I get it. I would never step on a nigga's bag. I'm never a nigga that would condone stepping on a nigga's bag. You can't step on a nigga's bag. You gotta allow a nigga to to get his money. But there's principles also, though. Can't be a hypocrite now. Now, when you say you just reporting, you got to be even. You got to report it as it comes out, or you're a hypocrite. You know what I'm saying? It's what the mainstream media do. It's the same tactics. They only report what they want to report, or the storylines that they want to put out, the narratives that they want to put out. You can't put no narrative out on this. You can't put no narrative out on this. You can't make an excuse for this. Inexcusable. It's like 3 days, no call, no show. You ever heard of that word? 3 days, no call, no show. It's a universal termination language. Universal. Over 99% of jobs will terminate you 3 days, no call, no show. Almost 99% of the time, you will get fired if you don't call out 3 days in a row. It's inexcusable. It's under the same formats of shit that we don't allow. So you see motherfuckers don't want to touch it. Shout out to Smoke, shout out to TMZ, and the other people that might have touched it that I didn't see or didn't get to, why? Because I got it late. I got it like 7 o'clock yesterday. 6 o'clock yesterday, I caught it. I didn't know. I was oblivious to this one. Usually, and I'm not as, we used to call it the travel space CIA, the back channels. Man, a year ago, my phone would have been jumping. We'd have sent it out. They'd have fired up them streams, and niggas would have been going stupid. Well, we gave up on all of that. A lot of us is like, fuck that, man. But I couldn't stand by. I was gonna, I was pressured last night. Just do it. And I was like, nah, I don't want to touch it. I gotta sit on how I want to. I don't want to joke. I didn't want to joke on it or clown it. Most of the time we just joke and laugh and, have fun with shit and poke fun at shit. You know what I mean? School lunch table type shit. But this one was necessary for a grown man conversation. So I said, let me wait till I get up in the morning. Usually first thing in the morning is when I'm locked in and I could give you the most clearest thoughts. And this is coming from the desk of Globe. And I mean, this is my clear position on this. So it was, I can't play the tape. I don't got my laptop, so I can't play it. I can't play it. I'm off my I'm off my I'm off my phone. I don't have I can go in my office and play it, but um I'm not gonna play it. I'm not gonna give light to the other people can go watch it, and I suggest you watch it. You can watch it on. I'll allow the people that put it out to get there. Go watch it on TMZ's live. Um, Go watch it on Smoke's live. Or Smoke would have put that out in the front of his live that he did. See, that's how I missed it because I caught Smoke's live because I was like, I was like, what's going on? So I was in the office. I figured I'd see what was going on, but once I saw what was going on, I was like, oh, I was already watching that. So I know what happened with that. I was watching that earlier. I was watching them niggas argue earlier. So okay, so I turned it off and I went back to doing shit and whatever. But it got sent to me, and I watched it. I mean, I listened to it. I listened to it thoroughly. You know what I'm saying? I listened to it thoroughly. But I had to try. At first, I turned the volume down. I'm like, in my own house, I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on? So I'm like, what is this? I'm like, because for a second, I'm like, why the fuck y'all sending me some Rello sex sounds. I don't care about his Lotion Boy shit. But they like, I kind of got a heads up of what it was, but I'm like, this is just another Lotion Boy video. And then the audio kind of I was like, hold up, what did she say? Did this bitch say what she said she said? See, first of all, I wouldn't even play no kid games like that with no female. Like, as soon as the bitch would have said, I got this, bitch said she had Cyrus the Virus. Bitch said, you gotta put it on. I have AIDS. I said, bitch, this bitch just said she had Cyrus the Virus, and I don't mean to call her a bitch. I'm just speaking, how I talk. I'm like, this girl just said she had Cyrus the Virus? The door is closed, you don't open. Hold on. Let me transition through this. Fucking loud ass building. Sorry. Excuse me. Take my ass in the office real quick. Ah, damn, I forgot my keys. I hope somebody's in here. Okay, oh, it's all good. What we what we got? Check to see if Gustavo's in the backup machine. His machine broke last night. Check to see if he's in the backup or if he knows that the backup is good to go. And and y'all gonna just get y'all starting in 2. 2 and then 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock and 1. All right. God dang it, ain't nobody in here. And I don't have my damn. Hold up, y'all. I don't got my key. I think I left the key in the office. Let me go see if I got my badge. Hold up, man. So yeah, hold up. Yo, you got your badge? The fucking door's locked. I think my keys are in my office. Yeah, they are. It's on the desk. Damn. Like ain't nobody in there. Oh wow, I'm small enough. All right, go ahead. Open it up. I'll be in there in a second. So 215, what up, bro? Good morning, 215. Salute, bro. Sorry, y'all. I was dealing with a couple things real quick. But so yeah, I was a little disappointed. Basically, I was disappointed that certain people didn't want to. Certain people are picking and choosing how they talk about things. But I understand this one. I understand that they're not talking about this one because, you can't make an excuse for this one. You know what I mean? And when you hear it, you hear some of the stuff that was on it, the dialogue that came from it. Um, you you it should get you. I don't really how to explain it because it's I don't know, man. It's some different level shit, man. It's some different level shit. I'm gonna let y'all. I'm gonna let someone else hear it in live time, and I'm gonna let them hear it live, and then I'm not gonna tell them what it is. They don't know nothing about it. I haven't told them about it. I'm gonna let them hear it, and I'm gonna have them tell me what. Hey, I'm gonna play something for you. Close the door. Yeah, I'm live, so don't say nothing stupid. I'm gonna play something for you, and I haven't told you, correct? I haven't told you anything about what I'm about to play you. You don't know nothing about what the fuck I'm saying. So I'm gonna play you something, and I just want you to tell me. I want I want your response to it. And just because it's gonna be easier for me, I'm gonna go to my guy Sunday Night Smoke podcast channel and play it off of there. But you can get it from Westside TMZ and Smoke. They both did a small segments on it. I'm gonna say that I just wish that other people that have used their platform in other forms to talk about certain things use their platform for the same thing. Listen, I'm a nobody. other people have used their platform in the past and most recently. So, all right, let's play this shit. Let's play it for this guy right here. It's a little crazy, but let's go. I'm playing it from Smoke. So listen to this. Let me turn it up for you. Come here. Just listen. Where is your protection? I'm not sure if the audio is. I might have to play it from West Sides because Smoke is obviously Smoke is doing a good job narrating it, but I don't want him to be led on. Smoke is narrating, so I want to play it raw. And which one of it was it on with West Sides? Oh man, which one was it on? I think it was this one that it was on with West Side. Yeah, it was on this one. All right, I'm gonna play it from West Sides because West Side played it in its entirety. And again, Smoke did a good job narrating, but I don't want Smoke to give him clues. All right, let me run it back. Let me run it back. You know what I'm saying? Let me run it back. You know what I mean? Let me run it back. Your face is already like, what the fuck? Did you hear what she said?
Yeah.
Keep listening, though. Keep listening. Just keep listening, man.
Yo.
Hold up. Save your reaction.
You're hurting me. You're hurting me. Fuck, you're hurting me, honestly. No, wait. You're hurting me. Wait. You're hurting my heart. It's hurting everywhere. I want to let nerves. Stop. Wait.
Yeah. What you're hearing is happening. Your facial expressions are saying it all. Again, salute to Smoke and TMZ for bringing light to this.
Yo, what the fuck, bro?
Alright, so just in that,
Just that little segment.
there's still probably another 2 or 3 minutes more of. It gets crazier towards the end. Just in that alone, what do you think that was?
Bro, someone ain't liking the booty clapping.
If you heard that, what would you have to say without me telling you what it was? That could have just been somebody with his girl, or some weird shit I just
Yeah.
played you. But what do you thought? What do you think it sounded like?
Yo, homegirl ain't fucking. She ain't about it, man.
You think it was being done against her will?
Oh hell yeah! I'm gonna scream if you don't stop.
So you heard that too?
Yeah.
You heard her say that?
Yeah.
Oh, it gets worse. It gets worse. Hold on. I want to hear you play the part where she says,
Please leave me alone.
it's bad. It sounds wicked, doesn't it? Hold on, let me play you the part. Hold up. Let me get to this part.
What's wrong? Oh, you asked me what's wrong. What's wrong? Okay, I get one. Come back.
Watch this.
I get one. Come on. Come on, I get one. Come on. Come on, I get one. I got one. No, pick that one. Pick me up. I got one. Something. Nothing more. You don't pick me up. I'm not that stupid. Come back to time. Stupid. I got one. Stop. You have to get money. Stop. No, you stop. Stop. No, you stop. You're gonna help me. No, stop. Please,
Watch.
want my money. Shut up.
Yo.
What did, yes. What did she say?
I want my mommy.
Exactly. That's the part where I said, hey, yo, homie needs his fucking head busted.
Yo.
You heard that part, right? That's the part where I was like, yeah, I'm gonna come up here tomorrow and I'm gonna give my 2 cents on this. Everything else, I was like, listen, man, people are gonna make excuses. They're gonna accept it. It is what it is. So, you know, whatever. I'm not gonna, you know, the last situation, I didn't really comment on it. I said, well, it's part of course. It's part of course. It's part of course of what y'all accept. So, why wouldn't a nigga do no crazy shit like that? He knows that y'all get excited over that shit. Y'all all report on it. Everyone talks about it. I say, it's part of course. But this was like, hey, man, this is what you be doing behind closed doors, bro? This is what you be doing behind closed doors, dog? And this is what y'all like? So this is what y'all been doing on Twitter this whole time. This the shit y'all been doing on Twitter the whole time. Y'all niggas is different breeds, bro. Y'all are a different breed of I mean, listen, I get it, man. Like, sorry, I got new boots. I'm gonna put my new boots on. I get it, like, niggas be entertained by the antics. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Jackass used to be one of my favorite fucking shows. I love Fear Factor. So I like the Crash Out Boys. I used to participate monetarily. I don't anymore, but I used to. I used to pay. I used to pay to play. So I like the Crash Out shit. I think it's funny. I be laughing at these niggas. I be telling y'all niggas, if you really want content, One of these niggas gets stuck over there. Send these niggas nothing. Y'all keep missing the opportunities. This was a good opportunity to leave a nigga. For being stupid. Let a nigga learn. Let a nigga sleep outside for 2 nights. Then help a nigga. Let that nigga be talking to you and his phone is about to die. And he got to search somewhere to charge that shit. And he like, yo, come on, y'all. I need y'all, man. I don't want to sleep outside again tonight. And that's when y'all send it in. But no. Y'all accept this shit. Y'all gonna accept it too. This is crazy. It's what's crazy is I could tell y'all the outcome of this shit. A month from now, niggas will be back doing what they do. This shit will be all forgotten. Niggas won't talk about it. And niggas will say, oh, it was, man, they staged that shit. Man, that girl, man, she wanted it. You heard her say she wanted it. She liked it. She liked it, that aggressive shit. I know the excuses that y'all are gonna make. I know the excuses that y'all niggas is gonna make. I told y'all the last time why y'all are gonna make these excuses. Cause you boys trading clout, right? Cause what else could a nigga provide y'all? Nigga ain't got no money. Nigga ain't got no shine. Nigga ain't got no swag. Nigga ain't got no opportunities. Nigga ain't in position. See, I could see why niggas will fuck with me. Like, I could be like, oh yeah, that nigga only fuck with you, A, cause you in the position. Oh yeah, I know. I know. You just figuring that out. I know. I been knew that. I test people all the time. See how loyal they are to me. See what they do. See where they stand at. My dad taught me that years ago. So I be trying to figure out. I figured it out. But for a while, I was like, man, why these niggas fuck with this dude so much? And then I figured it out. I said, oh, they trading clout. Clout was at an all-time high in their books. That shit trade higher than gold. So how could you? That would be like telling a Arab prince not to sell oil anymore. Nigga ain't gonna do it. So I'm not up here to change niggas' minds. I'm not up here to whatever. I'm for on this one. On this one, I'll accept you calling me a hater. I'll accept this one. You know what I mean? If anybody says niggas hated on me on the Kenya trip, I did. Globe did. Globe hated that shit. Globe despised it. Globe looked at it as the most disgusting thing possible. And a nigga like that should lose his passport. A nigga like that should lose his passport. Fuck losing your YouTube channel. A nigga like that shouldn't be allowed to travel. And a nigga like that wouldn't be able to travel. You know how many Jay Rello type niggas there are in America? There's many of them. They're not allowed to travel. They don't travel. Why? Because life not going to afford them opportunities. This nigga slipped through the cracks. Y'all let this nigga in the portal. Y'all let this nigga in the portal. And then y'all put a battery in his back. Because if you take the battery out of his back, nigga like that can't travel. And a nigga like that shouldn't be allowed to travel. Because it's a nigga like that that makes shit dangerous for niggas. Listen, listen, me and Big Boss got our situations. He don't fuck with me for whatever reason. We had our situation, right? I don't give a fuck about that type of shit. I reached the olive branch out. I don't give a fuck about that type of shit. But I would feel nervous for Big Boss going to Kenya next. I pay attention to what's going on in the space, so I know what's going on. I never been one to say I didn't. I would feel, you know, not that he's gonna have a bad trip or anything's gonna happen to him, but it didn't set the table right for him. It didn't set the table right for him. I didn't think so. Like, I wouldn't want to go behind that, you know. I wouldn't want to go behind that because you never know. You never know what a motherfucker gonna stereotype or how they gonna label something. You never know. So I wouldn't want to go behind that. Now, I don't know how he travels per se, but I would hope he don't travel like that nigga. You know, I've heard some stuff about him, but I hope he don't. I would hope he don't travel like that nigga. So people are gonna make excuses for it. You know, certain people are staying away from the topic. We see it. We see it all. We laugh at it. We know certain people aren't gonna do it, as God forbid they would, you know, shed light that could potentially harm their pockets. I get it. I see the play. I'm not stupid. I understand how business work. I understand how monetary things work. People look past certain situations when there's a monetary or a value on it that they trade in. And, you know, you're talking about money, physical money. YouTube pay. A little nigga like me I can make 150. Think about this, right? I can make 150 bucks a month on YouTube. Let me get one of them strawberry joints. Thank you, bro. Love you forever. Thank you. Appreciate you. I can make 150 bucks a month off YouTube just by going live. Little old me. And I don't never be, super chat me. When it happens, it happens. And I'll be like, oh, cool. That's dope. If I got a YouTube check for $100, I already got another $100 about to drum up. I don't be doing nothing. I got 80 some dollars in there right now. They just gave me 100. So think about what a nigga like Ray's is making. If Globe can make 100 doing nothing, he do 3, 4 lives a week. So I get it. I'm not counting his pockets. I'm just speaking facts. Facts is facts. When you got the data and you got the information for yourself, you can make factual assumptions. Well, if I can make 100 sitting on my ass, doing one live every 2.5 weeks, I've done one a week for the past little while. I've done back-to-back ones with these morning joints. But, and you're talking 3 people, 4 or 5 people. On a good day, we get 15 people. You're talking 300, an average of, shit, I don't know how many questions are coming through with that denomination on it. But I get it. 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 But you know, I was surprised though. I was like, I know a nigga gonna give niggas the floor to talk about this one. Because this is one of them ones where it needs to be talked about, where it needs to be put out in the open on the big platforms. Like I said, TMZ put put light to it because I guess niggas was in there and niggas try to keep that quiet. Because there's there's niggas that get turned on by that shit. It's there's cultures like that. You know what I mean? But hardcore, all that crazy shit, that shit is niggas be into that shit. So I could see how the Lotion Boys, which I created, I am the inventor of the Lotion Boys term. I could see how the Lotion Boys got off on that. That they was passed out. You know what I mean? So I see the Lotion Boys didn't want to bring this up. And again, salute to TMZ for bringing light to it. Salute to Smoke for pushing it forward. And shame on anybody else that ran away from it, especially you big channels, and especially you big channels that report on this person. You report on this topic daily, and you danced away from this one. We support you. We support the movement. That's the platform that raises the platform. That's the home base. It's neutral. It's the grounds. It's been given its engine, its rocket ship to take off based upon the fact that it's always been a neutral site. Enemies can come over there and not have to worry about getting blocked. And, people that don't like this person and people that like this person can come over in that chat and not worry about getting blocked or getting, censored or, you know what I mean? And the information that comes out is usually neutral. But we know there's bias when it comes to a certain individual, but it's always been, listen, man, I hear y'all saying he's biased because he's getting paid, but the nigga always reports. He always reports on it. He always be like, yo, this happened. You know what I'm saying? This happened. It gives a neutral floor for niggas to speak their mind about the certain things that happen. And be like, all right, when a nigga just be reporting on shit. This is a breaking story. This is front page motherfucking news. This is the story. I smell a cover up, man. Y'all trying to throw dirt on this, man. Y'all trying to do PR control. Carter trying to do PR control. Sunday Night Smoke, what up, man? I'm just up here ranting and raving. Salute to you for bringing light to it. I wish you would have put it in the beginning though, because guys like me, we missed it. We walked out because we was in the middle of the day. We was moving and grooving, so we walked out. I thought you was talking about Bando, so I had already I was already in the live when Bando. I had it playing in the background when they was off arguing and stuff. So I had seen that. I saw the thumbnail, so I'm like, what is he? What? I figured it was some, I don't know. I didn't know what it was. Figured the nigga did something, you know, you know. But then once I caught wind, I went backwards And I said, hold up. I haven't really got to listen to the dialogue of anybody's conversations. I didn't get to listen to the dialogue from the TMZ. I didn't get to listen to the dialogue from yours. I just watched I watched a little bit of it. And then I just was like, wow, I was dumbfounded. I was like, wow, we accepting this one? Because it's got to be a day or so old. Because I think Ray was gonna dance on it a little bit, but then he chose not to. But that should have been front page. Cue up the fucking violins. Cue up the jazz music. That was one of them moments. And again, we fuck with Rays. Rays has always been the neutral zone. Rays, this one, listen, I gotta call a spade, Rays. This one shine. This one, you might. This one's shining a dark cloud on you for this one, man. Favoritism, you know. It makes it seem like, hold up. Are you saying that you guys are aligned together? And if you're aligned, then come out and say that, so niggas will know that that this isn't neutral ground. This is, you know, this is you guys got some kind of backdoor agreement, because it ain't no way that you can't see this one. Yeah, a day ago he did American killed in Sasua by Chica, Thailand bro fights, and J Rello madness. But he didn't, he danced around it. I get it. The American guy story was in Sasua was somewhat important, but I've seen those knife fights in Sasua before. I have one on video. A girl and a European dude knife fighting. I talked about it back in my Sasua trip days going live. I'd find the live. I could go back and find the live on one of them Sasua trips where I talked about it the next morning, probably, or that afternoon, where the girl and the guy was fighting with the knife. Big knife, Haitian girl. Motherfuckers is crazy. Playing with them motherfuckers over there. Y'all niggas is crazy, bro. But, I just felt like Ray should have did this one, man. Facts, dancing bear style around the crash out essay attempt. Listen, attempt. I mean, again, it was audio, but shit. If a blind man could see, he would have known that that boy raped that girl. Grape that girl. Sorry, excuse me. Grape that girl. Grape that girl. I'm gonna use those words because YouTube will get you out of there. And I get it, Rays. I get it. I get what you said. I heard you because I listened. I was like, man, Ray, I gotta see. Because people have been talking about it. And I've been privy to some. Listen, I divil and dabble into the back chats a little bit every now and again because, it's like a retired motherfucking CIA agent or military guy come back around every now and again just to see what's going on. I used to be connected in the back chats. We had a network, man, but we let it dissolve. We hung up our boots, man. We was like, all right, man, we tired of this shit, man. You done? I'm done. I'm good. I'm done fucking with niggas. We good, bro. Let the back chat die. Let the connection. Let the web die. But still some of us out there that like to talk and joke in the back, laugh about it. I could easily, soon as something happened, just get on the network and yo, and the inform and I got a couple networkers, man. We listen, niggas is paying attention. If they didn't pay attention, then someone else was paying attention. If they wasn't paying attention, I was paying attention. If this person was paying attention, he was paying attention. I could hit a nigga, yo, you see, fill me in on this. And they'll oh, I ain't know about that. Hold up. Give me 5 minutes. I'll be back. Yo, here's the file. And then Then I got the files, and I'm like, holy shit. Wow. That's what happened? So niggas was talking for a while, like, man, you think, maybe one side of niggas, seem like niggas will push a narrative, but they won't push the right narrative. Like, you know, we niggas reported on the one video, but, you know, it's, niggas is gonna make excuses and let that one slide. So when this one popped up, I said, yeah, my 2 cents of the whole situation was, yeah, niggas, niggas is, niggas is gonna make excuses for niggas, man. Niggas trading clout, man. That clout is at an all-time high, and niggas is scrambling and shaking and scrambling and scraping to keep their names alive, make a name. So they gotta do what they gotta do, you know. Niggas is scrambling and scraping. So, but then when this popped up, I said, okay, this is clear evidence now. We got a clear situation. There's a couple situations that, like, listen, I get it. Niggas beat their girls, I guess, so niggas let that slide. But niggas ain't gonna let anything with children and anything like this with women. The other part should be a part of it. We always go anything with women, children, kids. We don't accept none of it. But I listen. Niggas be beating their women. I, I don't. We don't condone that, but niggas do because they let that one slide, so they condone that. But this one is unanimous, right? We don't let this one slide. We don't. We don't condone anything with women and children. Anything. We shouldn't condone the other thing, but we're gonna bring the other thing in with this because when you go to court. Listen, I used to go to court, right? When I went to court a lot, bro. I was a bad criminal. I was bad at it. But when you go to court, one of the things they always do is they call building character. Whether they build you with character witnesses, or they build you with character testimonies, or they build you with character experts that testify, certain situations that match your character. They try to build what's called a profile, right? So they bring certain situations together. And if we were building a profile for someone that hates women, someone that degrades women, someone that assaults women, someone that beats women, that would be easy one to. This is a closed case. This case is done. This is one of them ones where the lawyer comes up to you and he goes, "Listen, look, I know you paid me $5,000, $10,000 for this case, whatever, whatever. I've been in these situations before. Listen, I know you paid me $5,000, $10,000 for this case. We did some looking. I got the discovery back. I've talked to some witnesses. I've talked to the state. I've looked at some stuff that they're presenting, how they're gonna listen. Look, it doesn't look good. I could win this case, but I'm gonna need another 10 or 15 more $1,000 to, because when a lawyer knows you're cooked, the first thing he gonna do is tell you he need more money because you're cooked. You're cooked. So guess what? I need more money to try this case because I need to bring in witnesses. I gotta have multiple angles. I'm gonna have to. We're gonna have to run appeals. Like we're potentially we're gonna lose. But this is one of the ones where the lawyer says, "Listen, I could retry this case, but I'm gonna need a lot more money. But I'm gonna save you the hassle. Talk to the state. Listen, I can get you 10 to 15 right now. It's the best we can do. You go in front of the judge, you're going to do 30 to 50 years. And you could drop me, you know what I mean? And we can work out some type of monetary for where we're at. But you're going to jail. And I can get you 10 to 15 right now. Plead guilty to accessory to grape, SA, um, uh, assault 3, and we gonna get you we gonna get you we gonna get you 10 to 15. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you build the character, if you go backwards and look at everything that has been put forward, you niggas have accepted a lot. Are y'all gonna accept this one? And if you do accept this one, man, I hate to associate myself in the same space as you niggas. You know, I hate that there can't be a divide. You know, I hate that there can't be a segregation. Let's say it for that purpose. You niggas understand that, right? You motherfuckers understand that part. So let's speak in fucking layman terms. I hate that it can't be fucking a blockade. You know, lockdown. You motherfuckers understand that? You know what I mean? Walk into the motherfucking mess hall and the motherfuckers they over there. Your people over there, man. I hate that it can't be that. Not with Coach, not Carter Cochran as his lawyer and Razor with the media control. Listen, Razor censored this. He said, nah. We can't talk about that. Nope. But if you look, and listen, man, again, we're going to call a spade a spade. I'm going to count how many consecutive live videos Ray's did with Rello in his live over the last couple weeks. So let's look. All right. 1, 2. We're going consecutive in a row. So if he changes anything, I'm going to stop. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 consecutive videos. 10 consecutive live with a collective of, I'm at my desk, man. I got my calculator. I'm do quick math. I got my calculator. I'm in work mode. I can do quick math real quick at the desk. I'm gonna just show y'all niggas is selective on what they do. Whew. Almost 100,000 views in 10 consecutive videos. Almost 100,000 views. But we couldn't get a good thumbnail. Some good thumbnails up here. J Rello strikes again. The next J Rello. J Rello and Kenya drama. J Rello lives. J Rello banned. J Rello's escape from Kenya. That's 19,000 people were like, "Ooh, that sounds." Whew. He got Ike and Tina Turner in the thumbnail. You could have put Jeffrey Dahmer this time. You could have put I don't know. Who's some famous grapers? Name some famous grapers. You put Ike in the fucking thumbnail. You know what I'm saying? When he beat the bitch, you didn't want to put Jeffrey Dahmer. You know what I mean? Ted Bundy. Some of the famous grapers. No, no, we couldn't get the. We would have supported. I'd have been in the building. Oh, I would have been in the building for that one. I'd have been, hey, Rays, I'd have been super chat ready, baby. We support you. I'd have been super chat ready for that one, Rays. I'd have, pow, $5, pow, $2. Because, you know, I start slowing up. $1.99. But I would have been in the building. For that one, yes. And let's not talk about Carter 4. We know he accept this. And Carter, this is why I don't like a nigga like Carter. This is why you never trust a nigga like Carter 4. Right? Let me explain to you why niggas like Carter 4, I would never accept at my front door. Right? J. Rello type niggas. This nigga Carter always preaches about his daughters. That's Carter's mission statement. In Carter's mission statement, it's always been about his daughters. Because if I only respected one thing about Carter, it was always how he put his family out in front in a space full of mongers. So I mean, I don't understand it, but I respect it. I respect that his trump card always used to be my family, you know, my girls. I can't do this because of my girls. I gotta pay for this, that, dance. You know, he told us all shit about his girls and his family. He told us this information. We didn't seek it. But why I hate a nigga like Carter is because a nigga like Carter will talk about his girls and how much he protects them and cock that gun on his lives. But he'll be the first nigga to defend a nigga like this. Right? He'd be the first to defend a nigga, to make an excuse. So I say to a nigga like Carter, why don't you and your wife go on a vacation, bro? You and your wife go on vacation, Carter. You and your wife deserve it, right? And let J. Rello uh babysit your daughters while you and your wife go on vacation. I mean, cause you champion for the nigga. So I mean, you spend hours and hours and hours cross panel collaboration, cross panel promotion, top moderation. This is what you say, Carter. You'll be the first nigga to talk about your daughters, but you'll be the first nigga also in the same breath defend a nigga like this. Why? Because Carter's another nigga at trading clout. We gonna see what some more niggas do. We gonna see what some more you niggas do. How y'all maneuver, how y'all act. And nah, it ain't no beef with Globe unless that's what you want. And then you can beef by yourself. Because when you see me in person, we already know. It won't be nothing, man. It ain't gonna be nothing because everybody wanna go home. Right? Everybody wants to go home. Right? Until we can't go home. But we gonna just make sure we pay attention to who you niggas are. And we gonna write y'all names down. And beside it, it's gonna say, stay away from they. Because you niggas we despise. And this situation is going to help us uncover you niggas. You niggas with flaws and and no spines. Because that's what this is. This is spineless. You know, we knew this about Rello, though. We knew Rello didn't have no spine. You know what I'm saying? We knew that Rello didn't have no spine. You know, we know Rello don't have no spine. We know Rello ain't shit. We know that. We smelt him already. We've been around him. We already vetted him. We vetted him already. We've been on trips with him. He didn't pass the test. Some niggas gave him passes out of pity. I didn't understand it. But I didn't judge them. Because when I vetted them, for some reason, they passed the test. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why they passed the test. And then it's like a Navy SEAL who goes home and his uncle is a drunk crackhead and he's just such an upstanding individual, but his uncle's like this fucking, or his brother is like this piece of shit drunk crackhead, you know, stealing, and everybody in the neighborhood's like, you should be like more like Johnny. Johnny's a Navy SEAL. He's, but Johnny just can't seem to let it go. You can't tell Johnny nothing about his family member. So when the niggas be accepting shit, I'll be like, it's probably kind of like that type of. I'll be making excuses for niggas. I'll be like, they probably look at it from that perspective, from like a family member, fucking, it's my drunk uncle perspective, right? Globe making a Christmas list. Listen, yeah, because this is a character flaw that we can't accept, right? So I just want to make sure that I jot down the niggas that's gonna accept it, you know. To everybody that's gonna make excuses and that's gonna accept this, I'm going to make sure I just stay away from them. That's it. I'm not gonna do anything or say anything. I'm just gonna stay away from you. I'm gonna make sure that I don't associate myself with you. If it's anyone that I've associated with before, I'm just gonna make sure I don't associate with you any further. I don't need anyone to bring me anything and say, well, go, you said this, but look, this is what happened. No. I don't need niggas to help me build my own, They put 12 fucking um jury members on the fucking stand. And each person gets an opportunity to make their own decision based upon the evidence that was put in front of them. I synced it. I heard it with my own ears. And when I tell you I was in my house by myself, no one is there with me, I turned the volume down because that's how disgusting it was, you know. So that's my rant on the whole situation. Um, like I said, I was made privy to it last night, and I was going to speak on it last night, but I just wanted to see what would happen first, and then I see that guys have decided to dance around the subject. You know, I get it. Niggas is distracted by maybe other things that are going on because there's really a whole bunch of stuff going on right now. Um, so this is what you boys accept. This is what you niggas accept. So, the fact that y'all accept this, um, what can I say? What can I say? I mean, I can't say anything. Um, but we're gonna definitely make sure we stay away from y'all niggas. Y'all niggas can't have it, man. If this is y'all's definition of lit and entertainment. And if this is y'all's definition of whatever, y'all can have it, man. I'm gonna stay away from it, and we'll carve out our own little network. Which we already got it anyway. You know, we got the people that we like to travel with, that we move around the world with. But we gonna stay away from y'all niggas, man. And we not gonna even worry about what y'all got going on. We gonna let y'all niggas do y'all, man. Let y'all niggas just go around the world beating and raping bitches, and you know, hopefully one day you niggas get what you deserve. You know, um, yeah. That's all I can say is I hope you niggas get what you deserve one day. And you know, we gonna keep traveling the world having fun. You know, people are gonna continue to ask us when we're coming back and inviting us back and showing us the most amazing times when we come to these places and roll out the red carpet for us. And you know, I go to certain places and people get mad because I didn't come to their destination. You know, that shit make you feel good when you post a picture of you on the plane and 80 fucking messages come across, and not just all females. Majority of it is the birds, but you know, just business owners and taxi drivers and bars and restaurants and club people and just event promoters and just all type of people want to know, hey man, you coming here. I got people from Costa Rica hit me every fucking month. Hey man, we just want to know when you're coming back, bro. You guys were dope. You guys brought such good energy. It was amazing. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, uh, I, uh, I don't understand it, man. I don't get y'all people, man. And this was all of the situations. Oh, Globe is a hater. This nigga's a hater. They just be hating because they don't get the attention. What attention? What attention? On World Star because I beat a bitch? On World Star because I'm crying because I can't get a flight home? On fucking every channel because the police are knocking at my door because a girl is trying to attack me in another country? Bitches chasing me because I shortchange them? I'm known for shortchanging, the shortchange guy? That's what the nigga's name is in Sasua. For you niggas that don't know, I got the black book, man. I got secrets that you niggas don't know, that I won't release. I know secrets about niggas that you niggas don't know. But I know one that I'll release to y'all. They call this nigga, this nigga is known in the streets as the short changer by the girls, and known by the business owners in Sasua as the nigga that get fake money. Yeah. Ah, bet you niggas never heard that one before. You niggas didn't know that one before. That that restaurants in Sasua, I'm not gonna say names, but bigger name restaurants be checking this nigga for more reasons than one. Nigga got pay for shit first. Yeah, nigga walk into certain restaurants and they make the nigga pay first. I know a restaurant where the nigga didn't have the money, had to told him, went and eat. This is information I was privy to. Went and ate, right? Went and ate. This is probably 2 years old. Went and ate. Said he forgot his wallet or forgot his card. Went back to his Airbnb. And the fucking restaurant owner had to catch him 2 days later in the street for 800, 900 peso bill. Yup. Had to track him down in the street. And the nigga had to send somebody with him to go get the bread. Because he was like, damn, I forgot. My bad, my bad, my bad, my bad. Shiesty shit. Fake money. Yeah, that shit is true. You know? I don't know why people like to tell me stuff. People love to tell glows. I told you you know, I like the travel space NSA. I got the black book, man. And if I don't know it, someone connected in the stratosphere knows about it. But there's a couple niggas we got large information on. Not many. I'm not gonna say I got information on every nigga like I'm some important nigga. I'm definitely not. But it's a couple niggas that we know a lot about. More than niggas put off. Because we connected in these places. We connected in these places. You know what I'm saying? We connected in these places. I know that the girl in CTG, the same shit that basically happened here, is basically why she flipped out so crazy. It wasn't about no fucking YouTube. YouTube was the the catalyst, but somebody sent her that Twitter. Yeah. Ah. Somebody sent her that Twitter, man. So listen, man. Monopoly money is crazy. Yeah, fake money. Yeah, these is niggas stigmas in these countries. These niggas got these stigmas in these countries, bro. You know, these people remember you, bro. They remember you, man. And you give out your WhatsApp number, and you know, your number, people pass, people got your number, so they, people know how to connect dots and that nigga, yeah, I know that nigga. This nigga know that nigga. He got his like these cities are small, these towns are small, but yeah, and they don't got a good um, what do I say? The nigga don't got a good reputation in Sasua. You be thinking the nigga, I only go out at night. You only go out at night because nigga, you can't. You ever seen the nigga walk the beach in Sasua? No, you never really see. You only see the nigga go out at night and hide in the corners. But this is y'all leader, man, that y'all are gonna make excuses for. So I just wanted to bring light to the bullshit. I wanted to add to Smoke and TMZ and hopefully somebody else later with a bigger channel and a bigger voice than me will I just wanted to get niggas early in the morning. Early in the morning. Um will bring light of it because we know Ray's is not going to talk about it. He's gonna dance around the subject because, and I get it. Ray's has it's a business decision, and I don't understand the decision because we will support Ray's regardless. You know, we will make sure that Ray's is straight regardless, and Ray's will have plenty of topics to talk about. And he could still report on the crazy antics of anybody regardless, even if they don't support him. But Ray's wants that exclusive. He knows that's one of his top sources, and if he gives up, you know, this type of information on his top source, his top confidant, a guy that feeds him 1,000. Ray's is the biggest winner in Jay Rello's, whatever you would call his YouTube persona. Ray's is the biggest winner out of all of it. You know, Ray's and Carter have been the biggest winners of Jay Rello. And that's how stupid Jay Rello is. And this is what I was trying to tell Jay Rello in the beginning. And I think that Carter must have gotten his ear or someone got in his ear and whatever. But because there was a, a moment where I said, shit, for a monetary value, I'll look past whatever situation me and him had. For a monetary gain, I would. I would have looked past it for what was going on at the time. Now, no, not no shit like this. No, I don't want to make no this money dirty. But in the beginning, when me, with me, Primo, and all of us was moving and grooving, I said, hey man, we had talked about a content creator house, and we had talked about putting together a streaming, um, management type label, and I was going to invest. I was going to invest thousands of dollars into this company, and we were going to sign guys and monetize the channel, and we keep the proceeds of all the super chats and these, and then I'm putting this out here now. This is ideas that people could take. But we had a whole back channel plan, and we brought Primo in on it. That's what Primo's biggest impact was, because Primo could get to um, the funding fast. And we were going to put it together, man. So we brought him along and said, listen, man, this is what we're going to try to do. And we tested the concept in Punta Cana. So that's what you guys don't understand, is like Punta Cana was a test. I tested the concept of the streaming house and the girls coming over and the party, and it didn't work out the way we wanted it to fully go, but that was the whole test run of how it was supposed to go. It was actually supposed to be a whole day, multiple camera angles. That's why you saw the Storm camera angle, and it was supposed to be Storm's camera angle. And I was supposed to have a camera angle on a chef, and then we were supposed to have another camera angle in the room, and then another camera angle on the pool, and it was just going to run, and it was going to be a whole day event, and like we were just going to move through the house. It was the concept before the what's happening in Santo Domingo right now. And we were going to do like a Passport Bro style. We were testing the idea of it. Like, I'll go to Punta Cana. I'll test the idea of it. It'll help me build my channel, and we'll see if we can actually make it work. So, and we were going to use guys like Rello, Floyd. That was why I was infiltrating with Floyd. And then once it all fizzled out, I just started fucking with Floyd. All right, whatever. I'm just going to pay this nigga to do stupid shit. But that was just to bring what we were doing in the back channel. And Rello fucked some shit up, and it just was a whole bunch of shit going on. And then that's where the I don't even know if I'm supposed to be saying that, but that's where the whole content creator house came from. Because after everything fizzled out, niggas was like, hey, we're the content creator house. So like that's where all of that came from. All of that came from a idea that was put together, and then niggas just couldn't work it out. It wasn't enough. We couldn't get on the same page, you know. Um, and we scared away some people that were gonna put some money in it, because everybody just wasn't on the same page. We couldn't get shit together right. But that was all supposed to come to light. So basically what I'm saying is I understand where Ray's makes his decision that, you know, Rello makes me thousands of dollars a month. I wouldn't want to hurt that cash cow, you know, and I get it, but you know, sometimes you know, you gotta cut ties with your hardest earner, because he's doing fraudulent things, man. If you know, he's hurting the brand. He's hurting the brand, you know, and I think this situation almost could make Rays look bad, in a sense of not holding true to what his brand is. And his brand has always been neutral. I just report the news, and this is a hot story that need people need their ability to voice their opinion. And it's a big channel with a strong reach. I felt like it should have been I felt like it should have been talked more. I know, like I said, I know Smoke tried, I know TMZ tried. Listen, Smoke does a great job narrating stories. I just think the whole the Bando situation with Bando and the other dude, Super, it didn't align with the story. And I think if you'd have ran that story, boom, with the thumbnail, this is what happened, played the fucking playback, I think Smokes would have got a lot more people would have came around it more, but no one knew what was going on. A lot of people didn't catch this story because there's a lot of people doing a good job of hiding it. Rays refused to play it. A lot of people don't a lot of people don't surface around what TMZ got going on. A lot of people miss it. But when you have bigger channels that with a little bit bigger reach do it, you know, it's not missed. Everybody sees it. Everybody hears it and feels it. And then it starts to vibrate down like, okay, boom, 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 boom. So people, facts I remember clearly. Yeah. Yeah. Listen, I'm privy to a lot of stuff. I can tell y'all you guys hear the you just see something, but you don't see the spider web from that. A lot of things that we did were collectively creative. It just didn't work out. It just didn't work out. The collaboration that we had going on, we had sponsorship plans with. It was going to be huge, man. That whole thing. I hate that never um, came to light. That we could never do the content creator house concept. I would love to get back involved in it and put it out there with the content creator house, multiple angles. Um, I think it could be cool. Get it would be the problem is that if you're not connected, and that's why Primo was a huge piece to the putting it together because he could put together certain aspects that niggas need and keep the monetary value of it down because trying to get people to stay in a house for a week straight, motherfuckers just want some fucking fettuccine. So we had a whole concept, and I'm still working on it. I would like to do it. Maybe we can get some. You need some heavy people that want to put together that event. That costs a lot of money. Costs a lot of money. We were high. I think it was already 10, 15. It was a lot of money to be invested. You know, and to hope that Cash App super chats and um, memorabilia and stuff like that. People don't support this. People only support fuckery. People support, you know, people graping people on Twitter and beating people on Twitter, and people support, you know, the weirdest things. And so, fuck these people. Fuck this. I'm just gonna do me, and I don't know how I feel about the travel space right now. My love for the travel space ain't there right now with this situation. You know what I mean? I'm kind of disappointed in y'all. I ain't even gonna lie. Kind of disappointed in the collectiveness of how y'all are gonna allow this to disappear. You guys are gonna try to roll this under the carpet, and yeah, I should have hit that first. You right, Glow. Yeah, no, just that. I'm just telling you how I missed it. Like I said, I'm giving y'all credit for just bringing light to it and playing it. But how I missed it was because one, I don't catch TMZ and them. They're live late a lot of times while I'm sleep, or a lot of y'all I miss because I'm sleeping. I have a playback run that I do, and just some people don't make my playback run because I just can't watch everything. I try to catch most things. I like TMZ, but I just didn't catch it. I didn't catch it. I didn't. What they got going on right now, I just didn't catch. I do know that he's trying to revitalize three more roses. I did see that three more roses now got a good contribution from that movement over there, so I know they got themselves a good movement because people are supporting them, and I think that Three More Roses got a really good opportunity with known people in the space. Like I know Yoso Kayla's trying to make a comeback in the space, and he's gonna be going with TMZ and that whole brand with Bipolar and Jazzy. I think that that's a cool little mixture of the space. Like I think it's a cool little dynamic, and they could go do a really good job of capitalizing on Colombia if they do it, the right way. Um, that's why I say a lot of y'all motherfuckers need to hire some of us thinkers as the producers. Every good show and movie has producers, and a lot of us aren't great in front of the camera, but a lot of us are great behind the scenes. A lot of us are great managers, can keep shit together, push out ideas, push out great. All good shows have writers. You see the actor and you see that what they're doing, but you don't realize they didn't write it. Your favorite singer, 90% of your favorite singer's songs weren't written by your favorite singer. If you didn't know that, um, I was watching an interview the other day with Carrie Hilson. Carrie Hilson, I think her name is. Carrie Hilson had a small run as a singer. She had a couple popular songs back in the day, in the early 2000s. Not back in the day, but in the 2000s. But she wrote a lot of the music that you motherfuckers grew up to and like, and a lot of other people like, um, you know, Ella May. She write a lot of fuck. So like, I say this to say that like a lot of you motherfuckers need to be out in front, but y'all need some motherfuckers in the background that can see what y'all got going on. Like I see the dynamic of TMZ and Bipolar and Kayla and Three More and Jazzy. And if you gave me that mold and a half ounce, told me to sit back and create the Columbia trip, shit, action, action. I was trying to wait for more people in the building. Yeah, motherfuckers got attention deficit disorder. And we be like, so I'll be sitting in the office and I'll put something on in the background. But see, what had happened was what y'all were playing, I had watched it live. So I was preparing for a meeting. So I had watched that live and I wasn't really interested in the whole Bando Super Trooper. I thought that was stupid. I thought Super Trooper was reaching for some clout. I thought Bando did a really good job on his CTG run, best he could do. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand what you guys want. Like, it's a motherfucker go on a trip. I'm just gonna talk to you about the place. I'm gonna tell you how much fun I'm having. I'm gonna be talking shit. That's about it. That's all you're gonna get from me and some information. But these motherfuckers are actually putting girls on camera and showing y'all more than just, you know, talking or information. And you motherfuckers be, some motherfuckers just sit there like me and we just talk the whole time. At least the motherfucker was showing y'all something. It ain't real, and I felt him when he said, it ain't much to fucking show you in Cartagena. Like, what the fuck you want me to show you? Me sitting on the beach, motherfucker? That's what the fuck we gonna do. We're gonna sit on the beach. We're gonna find these hoes. We'll go to a restaurant. We'll go to Cholome and that shit like that. He did all of that. I think he checked all the boxes of